welcome to You Against You podcast, and I'm your host, Deja Nicole. So, in today's episode, before y'all come at me in the comments or just DM me, I know that summer is like technically almost over because July and then August means school, right? But to be honest, today's episode is going to make these last couple of weeks of summer your best summer yet. So, in today's episode, besties, I will be talking about how to romanticize your summer. I was supposed to do this like early this month, but I just been so busy. My birthday was literally on a Saturday, and I didn't record anything. Then I had a guest episode. Plus, I'm trying to like get all my assignments in on time, and I still got like 2 more assignments to do by the end of this week. So I just been very productive outside of camera, outside of the podcast. And I have came to realize that I want to do more for this podcast. Like, I was supposed to have a newsletter out for like this spring, but I think I'm going to do it for this fall. And I just need to know how. I actually learned how to do it. I just now have to make it. But like I said, I feel like with school, it has been so much like, what you say. Hold up. I'm going to go to my settings and actually do something. Hold up. Well, I can't do it. But like I was saying, I want my podcast to get more viewers, to get more listeners, and all of that. And I just been so busy. Like, I still got to post more podcast clips on the social media. Like, your girl has been so busy. And I feel like I don't want to put this podcast to the side. I don't want to stop doing this podcast. Like, I just been taking a mental break just with content creation in general. But I feel like starting maybe after I finish college, it will be different because I'm planning to create a schedule, a social media schedule for myself for both TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and my podcast, because I still want to grow followers and get more listeners. And yeah, so if you have someone like a friend or a family member, a coworker, acquaintance who love wellness and lifestyle type podcast, give them the link to this podcast, no matter if it's the YouTube link, the Spotify link, or even the Apple Podcast link. Give them the link to this podcast and, tell them, be like, hey, you probably will like this podcast. Here's a listen. So, yeah. But, yeah, that's like all of that. And then with season 4 coming up this fall, I would tell y'all that probably around mid-August, because I am planning to take a break in September to get everything with podcast stuff all in order. And with that, season 4 coming up in the fall, like mid-fall, and I just want to take a break from podcasting. Like, if you know, with season 3, I took a mini break with that from season 2 to season 3, just preparation and all that. So I want to do that. I feel like I need an assistant, and hopefully once I get a job and start making money, I can actually get an assistant to help me with some things like contacting people, because I want people on my podcast, but I'm so scared to hit that email send button. Like, I have so many in my draft, I just never sent at all. So like, I just have that imposter syndrome and that whole scary, all of that in me. But I feel like with season 4, I do want to have more guests on my podcast. I'm going to see if I could actually have this person who was supposed to do an episode early this year, if she still wants to do it, or does she want to wait until season 4. So I'll probably send her an email tomorrow and see if we can still do that, and can we like make a plan, this and that, either the weekday or the weekend. But hi besties, I know I'm just like rambling for like the last 5 minutes now, but I just want to like let y'all know, like, yeah, that's how everything is going. Plus, I'm trying to make more merch designs, because I do want to come out with merch soon for the podcast, I'm planning to come up with a guided journal for the podcast. Like, if y'all don't know, You Against You is supposed to be not just a podcast, it's a whole brand. So with merch, guided journal, other wellness things, I want more guided journals than just a guided journal for like morning and night. There's going to be other things. I also want to host events. First here, and then soon outside of Tennessee, because I live in the state of Tennessee. And I also want to create an app and a website for my podcast where you can become a member for free. I want to create like a community, and I think I'm going to actually make a goals list for the next year or 6 months, and a vision board on how I want my podcast to be, because like I want to interact with you guys. I want to become friends with you guys. And that's why I said I want to create a community where, like, maybe every weekend, either Sunday or Saturday, Saturday or Sunday, or both, we can, like, come, like, on, like, through a Zoom meeting and just chat. And, you know, I'd still want to create a creative team, but probably put that on hold until I can actually pay people, because that does require a lot. And with that, I feel like I want to become more professional, and I just realized I need to stop rushing things and just plan things out. And yeah, but that's just like plans for me. Also, I've been like recording a productive day in my life today, and I almost did not want to finish that video. I almost didn't want to record this just because I just feel so bloated. And I had something for lunch. I had like this potato loaded like taco. It's like a potato with ground beef and guac and pico de gallo on it. It was good, but it kind of like got me some gas. TMI a little. But like I just feel a little bloated right now. But I was like, okay, after I record this podcast episode, I'm going to clean the bathroom downstairs, and then I'm going to do some Pilates, take a nice shower, do some reading, and plan my cafe slash bookstore slash flower shop, because I'm that type of girl who wants to have big dreams and actually achieve her dreams. Like, I'm doing content creation, I'm doing YouTube, I'm almost at 1K subscribers on my YouTube channel, I'm doing a podcast, and we're almost at 500 listens on my podcast, which is amazing. But all you have to do is just keep striving, keep pushing, trying to get an audience out there, and just remember to never give up. And I feel like I am giving up on my podcast, but I'm telling myself now that I don't want to give up on my podcast, and I want to grow. I want to continue to grow, and I think that's what I'm going to do for now on. But let's just get into the weekly update now. Like I said, this whole episode is all about how to romanticize your summer. But before we get into this episode, I don't know if I want to like make this episode long. I know that I told myself that I don't want to make this episode long whatsoever. I want to make it like 40 minutes max. Just because I do have a time crunch on when I want to finish this episode. The video I'm doing for YouTube. And yeah, but let's just get into the weekly update. So, a mental health checkup. So there has been a lot going on since I done a solo episode. Next Friday I get my bachelor's degree, which is it's so wow. Like, I'm getting my bachelor's. Like, college was like so stressful. And these two last classes I'm taking, especially this one, because I'm taking a sociology class, which is easy peasy. But this other class I'm taking is very hard. And the reason why I say it's very hard, because, like, I'm writing too many papers, and I hate writing, like, I just really hate writing papers. Plus, I feel like with my professors, like, not my professors, but my professor, he doesn't really, like, answer his email when I, like, need help with an assignment, and he won't like answer until like the next 3 business days. So when the assignment is due, like, I do have an extended time where in days where I can turn in assignments like 48 hours because I have a learning comprehension, so that's my learning disability. But sometimes I don't want to do them because I feel like then I won't like have time for my other homework. And like I finished one, I got one that's actually easy. I just gotta answer some questions. Then I gotta write like a 500 page, not 500 page, but 500 word paper, which is not hard, but it's like I have to interview someone and then put their answers as a paragraph type thing, you know? But yeah, me mentally, I've just been doing good. I have been getting like good news with my case. I have been going out more. I have been dating, just going on dates. If you follow my Instagram, you know last Sunday I actually went on a date. I went on a coffee date and it was the best date ever. And me and that person actually continue talking. So hopefully it does go well, but so far it's going well. I have been just working on minor projects when I do have the time, like my guided journal that I want to share with you guys. I also am writing, creating short form content, but I think because of school, I don't really have the energy to edit them, and I need to edit them. And I think tomorrow, either tomorrow or Saturday, I think tomorrow I'm actually recording it. I'm recording a 24-hour on like hour challenge, pulling an all-nighter, and I think that's when I'm going to like edit all my short form content. I probably edit this podcast and that video. I will do a lot of editing. I know I want to finish the 48 laws of power in that video, and that is going to it's gonna take a while, but I think I can. I know I want to finish another book, two other books, one on my Kindle and a book that's on my physical TBR. There's like a lot of things I'm gonna do in this challenge, but I feel like with school it's too much, but I know once I start working like that for a fact, actually trying to find a job and trying to see how to build a resume with no experience at all is even hard. So like I don't know what I want to do. Like I have big goals once I graduate, like things I want to do. I need to find a job, and I don't get paid through social media yet. I am manifesting, I'm praying to God that hopefully social media can be a second or third way of income. But it's just like, it's too much. And I'm just like, do I really want to like graduate college? Because I feel like now my life has no purpose. Like, yeah, I'm creating content, but like, what the hell can I show you guys? Because I feel like I won't be able to do the back to school, like the college vlogs or this and that. I will do like reading vlogs, but college vlogs until hopefully I can find a job once I graduate, and y'all can see days with me at work with me, this and that. Also with TikTok, I see those are like so popular, so I want to like also like record those for TikTok. But I just been like so like not in a creative mood lately, and that's really, I hate that, and I think it's because college, this whole chapter of college is almost at a close, and it does make me feel a certain type of way. But I feel like once I do get a job, I can start like paying off credit cards, start saving up for a car, or actually I know my family's gonna give me a car after they teach me how to drive, because I want to get my license, but I low-key do want to start saving for a house. That is my goal. So like there's like I have so many goals. I also want to like expand my business. I want to actually rebrand my business. Like I think once I get a job that's a stable income, I can start like doing things like saving for this and saving for that. Like I want to rebrand my business, but I want to rebrand my business 2 times better. I want to change the lip gloss tubes. I want to add some products here and there. And yeah, but I want to add, like, I really want to make a website. And I feel like I want to do that, but I feel stuck. Like, I feel stuck at this moment. And I feel like everyone else around me it's like good things are happening to them, and then for me, I'm just like, when is it my turn? Like, I ask God, like, why is people who don't really like believe in you, good things are happening to them, or why is something like good things happening to them, but I'm praying for A, I'm praying for B, I'm praying for C, I'm even praying for patience, but I feel like it's not there yet. But that's just how I'm feeling, like mentally. It's like all over the place, and I don't know how to feel, but I know I do have to be patient because that's what God told me to be. So yeah, but let's get into the quote of the day, because now like I wasted like what, another 10 minutes on the mental health checkup. So sorry about that. But the quote of the day is you don't have to feel 100%, but you do have to give 100%. And I feel like what I just talked about me not really want to record today at all. And I did not want to record at all this week because I did not record barely last week. Like, I just didn't have the motivation to record. And I think I feel like all the quotes that I picked for these episodes actually I can relate to. Like, I don't feel 100%, but I have to give my 100%. If I want my YouTube channel or my podcast to grow, I have to give 100%. And I think tomorrow, or if I wake up early, because I think I'm going to wake up early to edit this YouTube video that I'm recording, that I've been like recording like throughout the day, not all day, but I like not like since morning, but I've been recording like since what, like 12. I'm going to probably edit these podcast clips that I need to post on Insta and TikTok. I also am going to make some posts for my podcast Instagram, and I'm also going to edit some TikToks on my computer. So yeah, but I don't know yet, because I know I want to do some of that in my all-nighters video, but I don't know yet. But it just depends. But I do need to post something tomorrow on my podcast Instagram, so I might actually post one clip tomorrow if I can wake up and edit that. But again, the quote of the day is you don't have to feel 100%, but you have to give 100%. And we do have those days that we don't feel like ourselves 24/7. We don't feel all glee and happy and, productive even. But if we tell our mind and tell ourselves to be that type of person and remind ourselves that we got goals to go after, we do. We have to go after them. We have to give it our all, because at the end of the day, you still give it your best. You still give it your best. So yeah. Now, the affirmation of today's episode is I'm looking forward to the new changes in my life, and I feel like this is something that I am looking forward. I'm looking for what being a post-grad, my post-grad life. How would that be? How would my schedule be? Because I am planning to make a schedule for myself. I'm planning to make a schedule for both morning, night, and content creation, a routine for myself, to when to post, what time to go to bed, what time to wake up, what do I do? Do I do Bible studies and journal? Do I do Pilates, go to the gym, or do home workouts for everyone to sleep? Then what do I do at night? Do I read? Do I do some more Pilates? Like, I really want to actually go to a Pilates class. I actually might want to do private Pilates, because Club Pilates that we have here in Tennessee is soon having like private lessons. And once I get a car, I told myself, once I get a car, I'm doing Pilates. I'm literally doing Pilates, because I feel like that would just be, I'd be that girl. I want to buy like more cute workout outfits and stuff, and like fill up my workout drawer. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I am looking for what the new changes will be after I graduate college. That is something like, wow, like I actually have to get a job, and I'm still going to do content creation. I feel like if the reason why I decided to still do content creation even though I would get like a job, I feel like, yeah, like if people who I see on TikTok do it and balance their work life to content creation, I know that I can do it. But let's just continue with this episode. So the journal prompt for today's episode is, what is something you like to do this summer season before it ends for self-care? So what do you like to do for the summer season or in the summer season before it ends for self-care? So what do you want to do? And when I say self-care, I don't mean face mask. I don't mean having a home spa day or just having a spa day. Self-care is actually different for everyone, not everything, but everyone. Like, coffee is self-care for me. Matcha is self-care for me. Recording content for you guys is actually self-care for me, which is weird to say that out loud, but it is. But yeah. But let's just, get into the episode. But before we get into the episode finally, don't forget that you can follow my personal Instagram, which is and TikTok. So my personal Instagram and TikTok at Deja_Nicole_, which is DAJAH_NICOLE_. And then you can also follow You Against You podcast Instagram and TikTok, which is You Against You pod dot by Deja. Again, You Against You pod dot by Deja. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are listening to this on Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a rating and review. That's how people can come organically to my podcast. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, do not forget to leave a rating and I think a comment, because now you can leave comments under episodes on Spotify. But let's just get into this episode, besties. And yes, my business is still up. I am planning to close it probably this fall though. So if you want a lip gloss to make your lips moisturized, just very very soft and have that nice luxurious feeling, please, 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 please go shop at Deja Nicole Beauty, which the link will be in the show notes down below, and all the socials will be in the show notes down below. And like I said, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and go check out my YouTube channel, which will also be linked in the show notes down below. But let's just get into today's episode this time. No, okay, so how can you romanticize the summer even though summer is like around, like about to end? Technically, I feel like when people say summer is the season or when summer is, they're talking about late May to July, because everyone goes back to school in August. In some states it's September, but no, summer actually do not end until mid-September, so you can still romanticize your summer starting now. But I am going to tell y'all how to romanticize your summer. Now, the first thing is you want to be a main character. What is this chapter of summer? What is this chapter called? What are you doing? I feel like I did a whole episode on becoming the main character, but sometimes you do have to become the whole main character when you're romanticizing something, because it's you doing something that you love and it's you changing the perspective on things. I feel like I have not been romanticizing this summer at all just because of school, but I know when fall comes around, I will definitely romanticize that. And I won't do an episode on how to romanticize the fall before this season 3 ends, but I would be doing some type of videos that includes the fall, that you can get your little the fall spirits up. But becoming the main character, what is this chapter called? Who are you trying to portray? There is so many summer books, summer novels that are out right now that you can portray that you're that character or similar like that character. So yeah. The next thing is making a Pinterest mood board. I actually have a summer Pinterest mood board in on my lock screen. I'm like on not my well, it's technically both my lock screen and my wallpaper, like home screen on my laptop. But I am planning to change it actually in a few weeks because I feel like I want to change what I am portraying as differently, especially that I'm about to graduate college and I am planning to enter the workforce, is what I'm going to say, the 9 to 5 life, or 8 to 5, or 8 to 4, or 7 to 4, that life, corporate, hopefully. I don't even know, but I have a vision board or a mood board, you can say, or a Pinterest board. I have a vision board, but you can make a mood board, or you can even just make so many boards on Pinterest on how you want your summer to be. Like I said, summer doesn't really end until September, mid-September. So you technically have time to make that Pinterest board. By the way, if you want to try a new summer drink, make strawberry matcha. It would literally change your mind. I know when I create this like cafe slash bookstore slash flower shop, I'm going to have a lot of like books and, well, of course I'm gonna have books, but I'm going to have a lot of other drinks that is not coffee related. Like, yes, I'm gonna have my iced coffee, my hot coffee, my lattes and frappuccinos and all of that. But I'm also gonna have matcha and teas and different other drinks like lemonades, because I feel like a lemonade is like a strawberry lemonade is just so good. But anyways, I'm just thinking, like I'm thinking on what type of like things I want to add to my menu at this moment. I do have a name for it, but we're gonna just name it Deja's Cafe slash Bookstore. But I feel like you should, and you should also make a Pinterest board to be exact of outfits that you want to create. I feel like sweaters like this, if it's not a very hot summer day, is good for like the summer, because like it's right now, it was like 84, and I would actually wear this in the 80s or 70s, like low 80s, mid 70s, like these type of sweaters. It's so cute. I got it from Temu, but it's so cute, and it has cherries on it, and it screams summer, it screams also spring. But I feel like having a Pinterest board of clothes that you want to, not clothes, but outfits you want to create, I feel like I said, you still have time to like create a wardrobe or to add some more pieces for like your wardrobe for the summer. But I feel like cherries or just anything with fruits on clothing, it's so in. I feel like that is in, but cherries, to be exact, is in fashion. I have seen so many t-shirts with cherries on it, just cherries, no other fruits but cherries. Like I have this t-shirt, and you can follow my personal TikTok or Instagram. I have a reel slash TikTok on both profiles of me getting ready, and I have like this black t-shirt with a cherry. But cherries on clothing is just so in, and I'm for it. I'm for it. So, like I said, there's like, you can still create your wardrobe while we're still in the summer season. And I feel like you should get something with cherries on it, because cherries screams summer. I feel like cherries or strawberries, oranges, limes, and lemons. Like the citrusy and the fruits that are like colored, that have colors, scream color, especially red. Screams summer to me. But yeah. The next thing is making a playlist. So I have been listening to a lot of Lana Del Rey or Del Rey music lately because of TikTok though. But I've been like listening to most of her songs on repeat. I have been listening to like Sabrina Carpenter as well. And I also been listening to other music, but I'm gonna continue that once I yeah, because my camera's about to stop. So like I was saying, I've been listening to like Lana Del Rey and or Del Rey. Is it Lana Del Rey or Del Rey? I think it's Del. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, so I was right like the second time. So Lana Del Rey, I've been listening to like some of her songs, and to the point that I have followed her on like Apple Music. So yeah, but I've been like listening to artists that I wouldn't think I would listen to, just because I don't know. I don't see myself listening to that, but I have. And I like it. I like that I can expand my horizon when it comes to music. And I love Lana Del Rey. I love some of Sabrina Carpenter's songs. Taylor Swift. I don't know. That I love her old music. I don't know if I can listen to her new music, but I love her old music. I love a lot of early 2000 music, and that's just me. And I feel like some of the early 2000 music does scream summer vibes, but that's just me. But creating a playlist or just discovering new music to hear this summer is something that I feel like everyone should do. And yeah. And now I'm like literally listening to like one song by Lana Del Rey, and I feel like it's because of TikTok. It's most likely because of TikTok, but is Young and Beautiful. I really love that song, and yeah. But the next thing is something I want to do again. I actually went to this last month, so June, with someone, but it's going to a farmer's market. I want to go to another farmer's market and actually buy something this time. But going to a farmer's market is just such a vibe for the summer. You can wear cute outfits, you can bring a tote bag. Oh my, it's just a whole vibe. I brought a tote bag, and that's why like I said it's a whole vibe. And I feel like if your city or the closest city near you has a farmer's market, you should go. Just, you don't have to buy anything. Just check it out. And if you like it, next time, go again when they have another one and buy something. I love it. I really like the vibe. Plus, there was a lot of dogs. Oh my gosh, I love dogs. So there was a lot of dogs there, and I was like, oh my gosh, a dog here, a dog there, like, ugh. But I feel like just go to the farmers market. It's such a vibe. It's also, it screams spring and also summer at the same time, and you're getting out. You can also support local businesses, and I feel like once I finish rebranding my business, I do want to actually be a vendor at a farmers market. That is one of my business goals, because I think I'm going to write down all the goals I want to achieve in my business when I'm rebranding it, and one of my goals is to be a vendor at a couple of farmers markets and sell my lip glosses. So one day I will let y'all know. I will probably do a whole video on that. But I recommend you to go to a farmers market, because you never know what can happen. I also, now that I think about it, once I create merch for my podcast, I want to also go to like, with my podcast merch, I feel like I want to have like the journals at least, and the stationery items, because I want to create stationery items like notebooks and journals to like yoga places and gyms and Pilates studios, like yoga studios, Pilates studio, bar studios, like, if you heard of bar, BARRE, excuse me, that's like, it's similar to like yoga and Pilates and mix, I think. Gyms, like, I want to do that. I want to like have my lip glosses in these local boutiques where I live. So that's fun. And once I like finish my book, I am planning to get some beta readers. So stay tuned for that. I'm almost done with the 10 chapters, and I will be asking for beta readers. So yeah. But going to a farmer's market can really, it does a lot to you. I feel like mentally and emotionally. I feel like when you're going outside, you're interacting with someone. And I feel like if you're an introvert, please go to a farmer's market. It would change your mood, and I love it, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad that I'm that type of girl who just want to go to a farmer's market. I feel like after I watched my favorite YouTuber, Natalie Cuevas, go to some in her videos, I was like, maybe I need to experience it. And just experiencing the vibe, I love it. It's very wholesome. That's why I like that, and I feel like that's why I'm doing things that I never thought I would like farmers market. You think fresh fruits and vegetables, but to be honest, I would want that. But it's also just a community, a city, I would say, coming together. So if your town, your city is having a farmers market coming up, I do recommend you going. The next one is reading outside. You probably have heard this in so many episodes, but like I said, reading outside, especially in the summer, get your nice summer book, put it in your tote bag, get your nice iced water bottle, put it in your tote bag, get your iced coffee or iced matcha, get your headphones, no matter if they Beats, AirPods, AirPod Max, AirPod Pros, some Dollar Tree headphones, whatever. Just, get that, put all of that, get you some snacks. I love what is it? Chicka Boom popcorn. Best popcorn ever. Get your snack. Go to a little park in your neighborhood if you have spots. I know some neighborhoods have parks, but if you don't have a park in your neighborhood or a spot that you know you can read in, then go to a park. And please, ladies, be careful. Carry some mace, carry a taser, whatever to keep you safe. But just go outside and read and romanticize you just reading outside. You can listen to some Taylor Swift. You can listen to some Lana Del Rey. Oh my gosh, Lana Del Rey and just reading is perfect. I'm actually planning to make a reading playlist of both music with lyrics and lo-fi music together because it depends on when I'm in the mood, and especially with the type of books I'm reading, and also a writer, and like I'm writing like a romance book, so a lot of these songs that are like love and all that, it gives you the idea, the spark to literally do that and to get the ideas of that. But yeah, the next thing is watching the sunset. I love watching the sunset. You can do this with a partner, you can do this with a friend, you can even do this to yourself. Hopefully, I might do this tomorrow. Now that I think about it, I might actually go watch the sunset tomorrow or Monday. I don't know, because it's supposed to rain throughout this weekend, so maybe mid next week. Just, take some pictures and just watch the sunset and then come back and just, yeah, because I have a little spot in like my neighborhood that I sit to read, and it's not like it's not far from my house, so I can actually go and watch the sunset. And I actually do love watching the sunset, like if I was with someone else though. But I might actually do that, watching the sunset anytime in the season. Now that I think about it, it's beautiful. And sometimes I'm so lucky that I can wake up so early to watch the sunrise through my window, because that's also beautiful as well. Now, the next thing, which I will be doing tomorrow when I do my 24-hour challenge. And I might actually watch 50 Shades of Grey again. 50 Shades of Grey, 50 Shades of Grey, what? Darker? And then Freed Shades of Grey? I don't know, like all three of the movies. Because all three of those movies are on Netflix. But it's do a movie marathon. You can do it. I'm going to do it. Especially I'm doing this 24-hour challenge. I might make some popcorn. Get some chips, snack, make me some coffee because I need to get some energy, But I am planning to do a movie marathon. So go subscribe to my YouTube channel for that video for Sunday. And so go subscribe to my YouTube channel for my productive vlog for Friday. So this this episode is gonna be out on Sunday, of course, but my productive vlog will be out before this episode, so go check that out. And I think my 48 hours, that would be crazy, my staying up for 24 hours video will be up around the same time or before my podcast episode. I'm planning to edit this tomorrow, because today is Thursday the 25th, so when I'm recording that video, I want to record this in that video and have it ready, so maybe it might be posted after around 11 or 12, but go watch that video after you listen to this episode. But yeah, but do a movie marathon. I might watch both Legally Blonde. I wish I had a DVD player because there's just so many like movies I have. But you can also watch your favorite shows on rewatch from first season to the last season. I want to do that. I'm actually planning to do that. There's a lot, so just stay tuned for that video. I will probably have that video linked in the show notes as I speak right now once I post it. So it will probably be posted. So yeah. Now that is it for today's episode, besties. Wow, that I feel like this episode is about 40 something minutes long, so I'm good. Maybe 40, it would be like 45 is where I want, but I said 40 to 40, but I low-key wanted 45, so we're at a good point. But I really do hope that you like this episode, besties. And yeah, but before we close on today's episode, besties, again, remember that the quote of the day is you don't have to feel 100%, but you have to give 100%. The affirmation of the day is, what is something you like to know? That is the journal prompt. So the affirmation of the day is, I am looking forward to all new changes in my life. The journal prompt of today's episode is, what is something you like to do this summer for self-care? So everything will be in the show notes. All of this, the journal prompt, the affirmation, and the quote will all be in the show notes. Now you can actually comment on Spotify, so comment your answer on Spotify. Also comment your answer on YouTube. So don't forget to comment, and subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers. Also, if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a rating and review. If you're watching this on but if you're listening to this on Spotify, don't forget to leave a rating and comment. But I love you guys. Remember that it's you against you, not you against the world. Also, go follow my personal social medias, both Insta and TikTok, which is Deja_Nicole_Nicole_NICOLE_. Go follow the podcast Instagram and TikTok, which is You Against You Pod by Deja. Go support my business. The link for that will be in the show notes down below. And like I said, it's you against you, not you against the world. And I love you guys, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. Bye.